Welcome to the Contractors License Board Applications Committee virtual meeting. Before the meeting is called to order, we will play a short video to explain procedures for this virtual meeting and how members of the public can participate and interact with the committee during the meeting.
Welcome to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board Meeting.
When the meeting begins momentarily, the chair will take a roll call, explain any specific rules for this particular board, and then move to public comment. The name of the board member will appear on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. For instance, this is board member Y, and this is board member E. Public testimony will be accepted at the beginning of the meeting and before each agenda item. You can indicate that you are ready to testify by clicking on the Raise Hand button being circled by the mouse on your screen now. At the appropriate time, the board will recognize you to speak and ask you to unmute your mic as shown here. Again, public testimony will be accepted at the beginning of the meeting and before each agenda item. Public attendees will not be able to unmute their microphone until recognized by the board. Public attendees who are recognized to testify will be asked to identify themselves by name and their affiliated organization if applicable. Please mute your microphone when you are finished speaking as a courtesy to others and members of the board. Public attendees will not be able to unmute themselves after the testimony is completed unless recognized again after raising their hand. At some point during the meeting, the board may choose to move into executive session. When the board moves into executive session, the board members' microphones and video feeds will be turned off, and a similar screen as you see now will be displayed. When the board returns from executive session, their microphones will be turned on as well as their video cameras.
Welcome again to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board Meeting.
At this time, the chair will call the meeting to order and take a roll call, as well as explain any additional rules that may be specific to this board.
Hi, Paul. You need to unmute yourself and show your video, please.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just having a little bit of problems.
It's all good. We're ready for you, sir.
Okay, before we get started, I'm gonna read the following. For internet access, to view the meeting and provide live oral testimony, please use the link at the top of the agenda. You will be asked to enter your full name. The board requests that you enter your full name, but you may use a pseudonym or other identifier if you wish to remain anonymous. You will also be asked for an email address. You may fill in this field with any entry in a format, e.g. name@email.com. The microphone will be automatically muted when the chairperson asks for public testimony. You may click the raise hand button found on your Zoom screen to indicate that you wish to testify about that agenda item. The chairperson will individually enable each testifier to unmute their microphone. When recognized by the chairperson, please unmute your microphone before speaking and mute your microphone after finished speaking. If you cannot get internet access, you may get audio-only access by calling the Zoom phone number listed at the top of the agenda. Upon dialing the number, you will be prompted to enter the meeting ID, which is also listed at the top of the agenda. After entering the meeting ID, you will be asked to either enter your panelist number or wait to be admitted into the meeting. You will not have a panelist number. So please wait until you are admitted into the meeting. When a chairperson asks for public testimony, you may indicate you want to testify by entering star and then 9 on your phone's keypad. After entering star and then 9, a voice prompt will let you know that the host of the meeting has been notified. When recognized by the chairperson, you may unmute yourself by pressing star and then 6 on your phone. Please enter.
We listen? Yes. Technical difficulty screen, please. If everyone will please hold on while we're experiencing technical difficulties, we'll try to get us back up momentarily.
Sorry, Carrie. Can you hear me?
Could hold on just a moment. We've lost one of our board members.
Yeah. Carrie, can you hear me now?
Yes, Chair, we
Okay.
can hear you, but hold on, please. We've lost another board member.
Okay, sorry.
We're all back, Chair. I believe you stopped at you may unmute yourself by pressing star 6.
Okay. And then 6 again to mute yourself. For both internet and phone access when testifying, you will be asked to identify yourself and the organization, if any, that you represent. Each testifier will be limited to 5 minutes of testimony per agenda item. If connection to the meeting is lost for more than 30 minutes, the meeting will be continued on a specified date and time. This information will be provided on the board's website. At this time, I want to call the meeting to order and ask each board member if there is anyone present with them. John Polachek.
I'm here and no one's with me.
Thanks, John. Daryl Sahiro.
Present, no one's here with me.
Thank you. Randall Lau.
Here and alone.
Thank you, Randy. Russell Inoy.
Present and no one's here with me.
Thank you, Russell. And I am Paul Alihado and no one is here with me. At this time, can I get a motion to correct the inadvertent errors?
I'd like to make a motion to amend the agenda for inadvertent errors. Item 1, remove page 7, Ralph Nishimura, RME for Sage Water LLC, C20 Fire Protection. Item 2, add page 9, Air and Lube Systems, Inc., Miguel Micheltorena, RME. His B general was withdrawn on March 26, and C25 institutional and commercial equipment remains on. Item 3, remove page 10, Aleph Construction LLC, Christian Rodriguez Hernandez, RME, For B General, he was approved on January 2026. Item 4, remove page 43, D&D Plumbing LLC, Christian Arvin O. Randall, RME, C37 Plumbing. This was approved on March 2026. Item 5, remove page 14, Fuller Glass Company, Michael Mata, RME, B General Building, withdrawn 226. Item 6, add page 22, Schoenfelder Renovations Inc., Mark Schoenfelder, RME, B General Building, withdrawn 326. C5 cabinet remains. Item 7, add page 23, Steffens Mechanical Corporation, Paul Steffens, RME, A General Engineering, withdrawn 426.
Okay, thank you, Randy.
Chair?
Yes.
Before you call for the vote, there was an error in the information that I gave Mr. Lau. Number 4, remove should be page 13, not page 43.
Okay, thank you, Carrie.
You're welcome.
Get that noted, yeah. So at this time, can I get a second?
Second.
Second.
Thanks, John. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, say nay. So the motion is carried. At this time, I'm gonna be reading the new application committee recommendations. If you just give me a second so I can get on this. Okay. The first one is 808 Maintenance and Renovations, Inc., Richard E. Chanko, Army, for the C5 cabinet, millwork and carpentry remodeling repairs is deferred. ADF International, Inc., Daniel P. Rooney, Army, for the C48 structural steel is deferred. AOK Construction, Inc., Liang Gao, Army, for the B General Building is approved. Gasson Awanan Army, SNA Industry, Inc., for the B General Building is deferred. Ahofono T. Aholele individual for the C31 Masonry is deferred. All Island Pacific and Seal Coating LLC, Chad C. Daniels Army, for the A General Engineering is approved. Shakir Alamaru individual for the B General Building is denied. Amco Contracting, Inc., Andrew Michael Penner Army, for the C24 Building Moving and Wrecking is deferred. Armstrong Builders LLC, Lauren Michelle Kaleliki Army, the C5 Cabinet Millwork, Carpentry Remodeling and Repairs, and the C33 Painting and Decorating is deferred. BND Construction LLC, Kelly M. O'Keefe Army, for the A General Engineering and the B General Building is approved. Beachside Roofing LLC, Robert K. Ida, RME, for the A General Engineering is approved. Peter Clyde Brizzle Army, Ali Lani LLC, for the C33 Painting and Decorating, the C42 Roofing, and the C44 Sheet Metal is approved. CNR All Around Services, Inc., Creighton Sanchez Army, for the B General Building, the C17 Excavating, Grading, and Trenching, and the C9 Cesspools is approved. CHS Solutions LLC, Brian H. Sekiguchi Army, for the B General Building is deferred. Koha Builders, Inc., Mark B. Silverstein Army, for the C3B Clay Court surfacing is approved. Russell D. Calhoun for the B General Building is approved. Mason B. Castilian, Army, Maui Pool Masters LLC for the C-49 swimming pools is approved. Lucretia T. Collinan, Army, W.J. Holly Construction, Inc. for the B General Building is approved. Shalom Berliner Cavalry for the B General Building is deferred. Amber KKM Casamero, individual for the C-13 Electrical is deferred. Coastal Electrical Service LLC, William Teseo, Army for the C-13 Electrical is approved. Commercial Shelving Inc., Eleni Loa, Army for the C-40 Structural Steel is deferred. Davis Plumbing Services LLC, Landon L.K. Davis, Army for the C-37 Plumbing is deferred. Dane Kaina Dimaya, Army, Islands Appliance Sales and Service Inc. for the C-52 ventilating and air conditioning is deferred. Falcon Landscaping and Trees LLC, Fumichan Falcon, Army for the C-27B tree trimming and removal is approved. GUI LLC, Daniel R. Spear, Army for the C-44A gutters is deferred. HCA Hawaii LLC, James W. Olean, Army for the B General Building is deferred. Haven International Corporation, W. Denny Wickman for the B General Building is approved. Hawaiian Corrosion Services LLC, Richie Robert Allison, Army for the C-68 classified. The C-65 classified specialist is deferred. Holo Holo Tree Service LLC, Carissa Kaisika, Army for the C-27B tree trimming and removal is deferred. Houdini Stone and Tile LLC, Reese McDowell, Army for the C-51 tile is approved. Huddy Landscaping Service Inc., Joseph Huddy, Army for the C-27 landscaping is approved. Joe Builder Inc., Joseph Pandolf, Army for the A General Engineering and the B General Building is deferred. K Tejada Construction LLC, James A. Tejada, Army for the B General Building is approved. KT Air Conditioning Inc., K.L. Tankog, Army for the C-52 ventilating and air conditioning is deferred. Matthew Joseph Kaismer, Army, H.J. Martin and Sons, Inc. for the C-5 cabinet work and carpentry remodeling is deferred. Lauren Michelle Kaleliki, Army, Armstrong Builders, LLC for the B General Building is deferred. Samoan Kahialani Kane, Army, Specchio Vero Inc. for the C-22 glazing and tinting is deferred. Kaluha Inc., Richard Fulton, Army for the B General Building is deferred.
Excuse me, Chair.
Yes.
I don't believe that's deferred. Could you look again on number 40?
Oh, Kaluha Inc., Richard Fulton, Army for the B General Building is approved. I'm sorry.
Thank you, sir.
Kui AC and Sheet Metal LLC, Jacob Luna Army, approve the C-44 sheet metal, defer the C-52 ventilating and air conditioning. Chad L. Majors Army, Kelalu Glass Company, Inc., for the C-22 glazing and tinting is approved. Maluhia Builders LLC, John Joseph Goodhue Army, for the B General Building is deferred. Dervin A. Mann Army, Professional Plumbing Services, Inc., for the C-37 plumbing is deferred. Martin Brothers Construction LLC, Charles Martin Army, for the B General Building and a C-17 excavating, grading, and trenching is deferred. James Kevin Scott Martin Army, Martin Brothers Construction LLC, for the B General Building is deferred. Tumua Masaniai individual for the C-17 excavating, grading, and trenching is deferred. Maui Professionals LLC, Anthony Michael RC Kabbalar Army, for the B General Building is deferred. Sheena Nicole Medley Army, Cavalier Construction Inc., for the B General Building is denied. For the C-48 structural steel is deferred. Molokai Contractors LLC, Raymond and Kaleli Kane, the Third Army, for the A General Engineering is approved. Motosuga Ochiai individual for the B General Building is deferred. And NJ Air Conditioning LLC, Dennis S. Arakaki Army, for the C-42, the C-52 ventilating and air conditioning is approved. Pacific Family Ventures Inc., Clifford Gunderson Army, for the B General Building is approved. Pamco Hawaii LLC, Dimitri Pepe Army, for the C-22 glazing and tinting is deferred. R. Hirsch Excavation Inc., Victor Lopez Army, for the A General Engineering is approved. Arche Mechanical LLC, Russell L.K. Kalalau Army, for the C-13 Electrical, the C-40 Refrigeration and Air Conditioning, and a C-62 pole and line is approved. Rosette Painting LLC, Shea Rosette Army, for the C-33 painting and decorating is deferred. Signature Shade Solutions LLC, Bradley J. Gall Army, for the C-44B, awnings and patio cover is deferred. Sky Painting Hawaii LLC, Shea Yanagi Army, for the C-33 painting and decorating is approved. Summit Air Conditioning LLC, Michael Peterson Army, for the C-52 ventilating and air conditioning is approved. TKP Construction Company Inc., Jiafa Pond Army, for the B General Building is approved. The Cascade Joinery Incorporated, Ryan James Mizelet Army, for the C6 carpentry framing is deferred. Alexander Donovlich Tovkach Army, Chappaqua Air Conditioning Inc., for the C-52 ventilating and air conditioning is deferred. Vladislav Stanovilich Tovkach, Army Tropical Air Conditioning Inc. for the C-52 ventilating and air conditioning is deferred. Tradewinds Home Solutions LLC, Luke E. Schaefer Army for the B General Building is deferred. Triumph Specialty Construction Inc., Brew Keller Army for the B General Building is deferred. Truecraft Construction LLC, Richard Carter Army for the B General Building is deferred. Tukula Trees Inc., Keith Clanton Army for the C-27B tree trimming and removal is deferred. Yvonne Tumblin Army, Austin Jones Corp. for the B General Building is deferred. Alan Walker Army, Rural Solar Restoration LLC for the C-13 electrical is deferred. Okay,
Okay,
Kevin.
Chair, these are the deferrals for March 20, 2026. 48 Fire LLC, Nathan R. Putraz RME, defer. 95 Mechanical LLC, Robin C. Sunio RME, defer. Arco DB Companies Inc., William P. Jensen RME, defer. Aalilani LLC, Wendell Kiohuloa RME, defer. Accurate Plumbing and Repairs LLC, Colton AC Nascimento RME, defer. Agape Outdoor Works LLC, COCA-PVL RME, approve. Air and Lube Systems Inc., Miguel Michelatorina RME, withdraw the B General Building, defer the C-25 Industrial and Commercial Equipment. Akami HVAC LLC, Kaina Asing RME, defer. Alatini Landscape Inc., Hilu P. Alatini RME, defer. Aloha Construction Management LLC, Ryan L. Kowalk RME, defer. Aloha Island Enterprise LLC, Francis I. Pua Alini RME, defer. Alpha Vertical LLC, Scott Herren RME, defer. Sean W. Anschutz RME, defer. Alakai K. Artates RME, individual, defer. Austin Fire Systems LLC, Keenan W. Bridges RME, defer. BB Builders LLC, Brandon P.K. Blaisdell RME, defer. BD Civil LLC, Greg L. Nathaniel RME, defer. Barca LLC, James J. Snyder RME, defer. Bargreen Inc., Taylor Martins RME, defer. Greg Bastians, individual, defer. Blooming Gardens Inc., Julian Buell Rez RME, defer. Bright Light Digital LLC, Mark S. Tawara RME, defer. Brunner Construction Services LLC, Ryan M. Bruner RME, approve. Busey Custom Tile LLC, Robert Stephen Busey RME, defer. Building Zone Industries LLC, Don Jessup RME, approve the B General Building. The C-48 structural steel was previously approved. Jeremy C. Butler RME, defer. CB Recovery Group Inc., Jacob Pelka RME, defer. Ronald J. Casey RME, defer. Challenge Works Inc., Nicholas A. Redinger RME, defer the A General Engineering and B General Building. The C-68 classified specialist was withdrawn previously. Wexeng Chen, individual, defer. Noah S. Chong RME, defer the C-63 high voltage electrical. Clean Harbors Environmental Services Inc., Joshua Dale Stringer RME, defer. Clean Harbors Environmental Services Inc., John Harley Yerkes, RME, defer. Clearwater Mechanical, Plumbing and Underground LLC, Celso Guerra, RME, defer. Coastal Current Construction LLC, Richard T. Mount, RME, defer. Communication Consulting Services, Inc., Wesley J. Washburn, RME, deny. Consolidated Painting LLC, Jeffrey R. Walblinger, RME, defer. Construct and Maintain Corp., Greg Miller, RME, defer. Deborah E. Coppola, RME, defer. Cortec Hawaii LLC, Sung Ha Lee, RME, approve. Travis F. Corp., RME, Kenwood Construction LLC, defer. DCSK Plumbing LLC, Skybaski, RME, deny. DGK Construction LLC, David G. Kogel, RME, defer. DXK Construction Builder LLC, Darren R. Sue, RME, deny. Dafuku Services America Corporation, Franklin R. Rodriguez, RME, defer. Decology LLC, Jonathan R. Edmondson, RME, defer. Miguel Delgado, individual, defer. Design Smith Builds, Inc., Nathan Myers, RME, defer. DD Contracting and Design, LLC, Deandra P. Pham, RME, defer. Sean K. Diebold, RME, Climate Pros, LLC, defer. Ducky Recovery, LLC, Daniel P. McKieran, RME, defer. Dynasty Plumbing, LLC, Danilo J. Vantolina, RME, defer. Legal Building Systems, Inc., Kenny Weisskap, RME, defer the B General Building. Eaton Corporation, Jesse Enter, RME, defer. Edison Power Constructors, Inc., Wayne Sherrill, RME, defer. Brandon Jacob Eisenhower, RME, defer. Familia Construction, LLC, Brian G. Camo, RME, defer. Fleming Environmental Incorporated, Terry L. Fleming Jr., RME, defer. Jack Foster, RME, Dave Foster Builders, Inc., defer the C5 cabinet millwork and carpentry remodeling and repairs. The B General Building was withdrawn previously. Foxell LLC, Petra Shmendrova, RME, defer. GE Steam Power, Inc., Martin W. Edwards, RME, defer. GMZ Engineering, Inc., Ghazi N. Murabak, RME, defer. Worlito Gantano, individual, defer. Ricky J. Gerhardt, individual, defer. Good Tree Construction, Inc., Dongjin Ho, RME, defer. Dakota J. Graffin, RME, defer. Jamil A. Guillermo, individual, defer. Highlight Electric LLC, Jan Luis K. Kai, RME, deny. Hale Design Build LLC, Jason M. Zick, RME, defer. Haley Construction, Inc., Stacy McRitchie, RME, defer. Hanale Builders LLC, Henry James Correa, RME, defer. Hawaiian Dredging Construction Company, ACOM Hunt, Paul D. Silent, RME, defer. Hawaiian Fire Mitigation LLC, Simon B. Ditton, RME, defer. Adam L. Hodgson, individual, defer. Honau Y LLC, Joshua Pokipala, RME, defer. Shlomi Huberman, RME, defer. Hanakai Pool Service LLC, Nicholas Ravalli, RME, approve. Island Electrical Systems LLC, James D. Sensaro, RME, deny. Chad Brent Iverson, RME, approve. Gem Tile and Stone, Inc., Jefferson E. Marasing, RME, defer. Jeffrey A. Jenkins, RME, defer. Juan David J. Gonzalez Jimenez, individual, approve. Judge Netting, Inc., Daniel H. Judge, RME, defer. K Pabre General Contracting LLC, Fortunato B.K. Pabre RME, defer. KJB Enterprises LLC, Brian G. Goulet RME, deny. KOAK Construction LLC, Cindy P. Reyes RME, defer. Kolakona K. Kamahaiku Individual, defer. Callow Construction LLC, Alexa A. Kasky RME, defer. Kwan K. Kwan Individual, defer. LA Solar Group Inc., Era Petrosan RME, defer. Antonio T. Laborde Individual, defer. Unaloto T. Latu Individual, defer. Jin E. Lee Individual, approve. Lena Blue Services Inc., Wade H. Nakayama RME, defer. Van B. Leeton Individual, defer. Lighthouse Electrical Contractors Inc., Danny R. Clark RME, defer. Live View Technologies Inc., Stephen W. Ross RME, defer. Jeffrey A. E. Long RME, DC Asphalt Services Inc., defer. Long Limbs Tree Service LLC, Lucas Bauer RME, defer.
Stuart J. Lowe, RME, defer. MB Construction Inc., Manu E. Mafi, RME, defer. Mikhail A. Maata, RME, defer. Withdraw the B General Building and defer on the C22 glazing and tinting. Jeremy James Maddox, individual, defer. Makainai Construction LLC, Solomon J. K. Makainai, RME, approve. Mamawet USA North Inc., Sydney King RME, defer. Mono Home Services LLC, Jorge Ruiz RME, defer. Marble Unlimited LLC, Con H. Doe RME, defer. Willie K. Marshall RME, defer. Maoloa Construction LLC, Nicanor R. Anastasio Jr. RME, defer. Maui Express Bathrooms LLC, Casey William Cleary RME, approve. Maui Pohaku LLC, Jonas Arkauskas RME, defer. Alan M. McLuhan RME, defer. Garrick A. McLean RME, defer. Orlando Z. Menor RME, defer. Michael Miller RME, defer. Modern Flooring LLC, Vitally A. Bublik RME, approve. Melvin H. Moisa, individual, approve. Moku Air LLC, Brandon N. Fernandez RME, deny. Stephen J. Nakanishi RME, defer. Non-Hua Electric LLC, Weihe RME, approve. Next Phase Home Services LLC, Adrian Kamuela again, RME, approve. Bill V. Nguyen, individual, defer. Hassan Nguyen, individual, defer. Leroy E. Nicholas III, RME, defer. Braylon K. Odagiri, RME, defer. Ohana Custom Homes Inc., Arthur C. Parisi, RME, defer. Ola Built LLC, Benson P. E. Payne, RME, defer. Oliver Electric LLC, Andrew T. Oliver, RME, defer. Honesta LLC, Tyson G. K. Ferreira, RME, defer. War Protection Systems Inc., Russell Baker, RME, defer the C-15A fire and burglar alarm, approve the C-20 fire protection. Pacific District 808 LLC, Danielle N. Bergerev, RME, defer. Pacific Energy and Electric LLC, Dwayne N. Guzinger, RME, approve. Paniolo Builders Inc., Don A. Nicholson, RME, defer. Parmis Landscaping and Maintenance LLC, Ganison P. Pichamathu, RME, defer. Peak Performance Energy LLC, Michael D. Cooper, RME, defer. Harisha Stone LLC, Jeffrey John Wirtz, RME, defer. Phillips Heating and Air Con LLC, Jacob R. Phillips, RME, defer. Pivatos Renovation Inc., Darcy De Pivato, RME, defer. Place Services Incorporated, Troy S. Place, RME, defer. Gonzalo Planas Jr., RME, Eaton Corporation, defer. Platinum Builders Hawaii, LLC, Regolio T. Ricapore Jr., RME, defer. Providence by Design Construction and Development, LLC, Gary M. Brennan, RME, approve the B General Building and defer the C37 Plumbing. QUTM Corp., Kenneth Corbin, RME, defer. RNF Power Solutions, LLC, Andreas F. Restrepo, RME, defer. RSM Electric, LLC, Robert S. Milching, RME, defer. Carl A. Rackley, RME, defer. Write-ins, Painting LLC, Randall, Bergonia, Lagpacon, RME, defer. Regatta Development, Inc., Randall J. Holmes, RME, defer. Rural Solar Restoration, LLC, Andrew Stam Rasmussen, RME, defer. Anthony A. Russell Jr., RME, defer. Richard Patrick Salmon, individual, defer. Salt Builders, LLC, Bradley J. Gall, RME, defer. Jeffrey J. Scalisi, RME, defer. Schoenfelder Renovations, Inc., Mark J. Schoenfelder, RME, withdraw the B General Building, approve the C5 Cabinet Millwork and Carpentry Remodeling and Repairs. Connor L. Seacrest, RME, defer. Shaka Tree Care, LLC, Dusty D. Moots, RME, defer. Septech and Excavation, LLC, Elliot Boniza, RME, defer. Signal USA, LLC, Irv H. Lipschutz, RME, defer. Signs and Decal Corp., Hasnain Kalfan, RME, defer. Rostislav Sladik, individual, defer. Keala E. Snyder, RME, defer. Soltrin Painting, LLC, Philip E. Soltrin, RME, defer. Michael W. Stallnacker, Sr., RME, defer. Raiden Stankovic, individual, defer. Stevens Mechanical Corporation, Paul R. Stevens III, RME, withdraw the A General Engineering and defer the C68 Classified Specialist. Christopher K. Seward Jr., individual, defer. TR Electric LLC, Tracy R. Bingo, RME, defer. The Kona Plumber LLC, Scott A. Bayer, RME, defer. The Paver Turf Wall Co. LLC, Stephen J. Biondi, RME, defer. Kevin Thompson, RME, Bellingham Marine Industries, Inc., defer. Thrive for Life LLC, Gerald A. McCabe, RME, defer. Clayton J. Timmer, RME, defer. Michael Tinoco, RME, approve the B General Building. Yep. Robert J.
You withdrew the B, it's approving the C5.
Oh, okay,
and the
gotcha.
C48.
There's a withdraw. Michael Tinoco, RME, Commercial Shelving, Inc., is withdrew the B General Building approve the C5 cabinet millwork and carpentry remodeling and repairs, and approve the C48A steel door. Robert J. Tomas, RME, defer. Trace Industries, Inc., Tracy K. Poi Poi, RME, defer. Turnkey Contracting, LLC, Parker W.K. Lau, RME, defer. Unitech Restorative Services, LLC, Michael A. Flores, RME, defer. Universal Plant Services, LLC, Justin R. Potts, RME, approve. Dennis Valenti Jr., individual, approve. Valence Construction, LLC, Ian Crawford Valence, RME, defer. Richard Viveros, RME, defer. Volk Pacific Builders, Inc., Brian Volk, RME, defer. WB LLC, Wyatt WK Butterball, RME, defer. Thomas J. Waddle, RME, defer. Lawrence A. West, RME, defer. Stephen A. White, RME, defer. Eric W. Witt, individual, defer. Working Man Construction, LLC, Richard G. McGinn, II, RME, approve.
Chair, that concludes the reading of the applications.
Thank you, Bronston and Kerry. At this time, is there any testimony from the public?
Thank you, Chair. There's a one person requesting to provide public testimony.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead and let them in.
Aloha, my name is Eric Eldred. I'm with Water Resources International as the RME. I was on today's agenda, page 5, number 25, when Paul was reading it off, and I believe it got skipped over, or maybe it got put someplace else. I was just going to double check on that. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Page 5, number 25.
Correct.
Eric Eldred, Water Resources International, Inc., defer.
Correct. Deferred.
Going to
Okay,
be
thank you.
deferred. You're welcome. Thank you, sir. Is there anyone else with their hand up to speak? No. That was it, Chair.
Yeah, okay, thank you. There's no one else at this time. Can I get a motion on the application committee's recommendation to the Contractors License Board?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Randy. And who was that second?
Daryl.
Okay, thank you, Darrell. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, say nay. At this time, the motion is carried. And if there isn't anything else, the next applications committee meeting will be May the 4th, 2026. And the meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Hey.